lost my train of thought completely. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Sew Biased. In this video, I am going to be announcing a fabulous new sewing challenge that I hope a whole bunch of you will want to participate in. This challenge was inspired by rationing in World War II. If you saw my video from Cozy called Fashion and Rations, you'll see that there is a whole bunch of really beautiful fashion that came out of World War II, despite having ludicrous restrictions on what people could and couldn't make, as well as restrictions on the amount of fabric they could have, the size of the garments, the amount of stitching, the types of materials that were available, and it absolutely inspired me to make this challenge. This challenge is going to be hosted by myself, as well as Ayana from the Vintage Guidebook and Lindsey from Thistle'N'Stitches. We're calling this the World War II Sewing Challenge, and we're going to challenge everybody to make a garment using all of the restrictions of rationing in the UK during World War II. Now, after extensive research, we've put together a list of what the majority of those restrictions were and broken it down by types of garment. You absolutely do not have to make a 1940s garment. You can make anything of any era, but the challenge is to see if you can use it using as little material as possible. Some of the restrictions include things like no nylon, no silk, no leather, no metal. Metal doesn't seem like it'll be a problem until you try to do closures and realize you can't do zippers or snaps or most clasps. There are restrictions in the amount of fabric, in the length of hems, in the length of skirts, in the amount of stitching you can have, in the amount of seams you can have. And the whole idea of this was to economize as much as possible. Now, with fast fashion becoming even more prevalent and supply chain issues becoming more of a problem, particularly right now, this seems an opportune chance to try to make a garment using as little as possible. We're announcing this on November 11th because it is Remembrance Day in Canada or Veterans Day in the US. I myself am a military member. Full disclaimer, nothing I say is on behalf of the Department of National Defense, the Canadian Armed Forces, the Government of Canada, or any of its representatives. I speak only on behalf of myself as a private citizen, and my opinions do not reflect in any way the opinions of the government. That being said, while the 1940s were a time of huge deprivation for a lot of people, it was also a time of huge innovation and huge economization. People started living a lot more sustainably than I had in growing their own food, in making their own clothes, in mending everything. And that's what we want to bring back. That's what we want to challenge everyone to do. And the interesting part about this is the restrictions in terms of fabric and materials do not include recycling. So if you have an old garment or a thrift store find that you want to repurpose into something new, all of these restrictions will not apply. In fact, there was a huge campaign during World War II called the Make, Do, and Mend campaign, where they encouraged people to use their clothing until it wore out, to fix it when it ripped or tore, and to repurpose it into other garments. There are lots of patterns that still exist of showing how to make a women's dress out of an old pair of slacks. Now, Ayana, Lindsey, and myself have compiled a list of all of the rules, and that'll be included in the description below, as well as go follow their channels because they're amazing human beings and wonderful creators. This will also be posted on Instagram, and we would love to see what all of you wonderful people get up to, and please use the hashtag World War II Sewing Challenge so we can track your progress. We'll make a playlist of everything everyone creates. The deadline for this challenge is May 6th. We wanted to give people a lot of time to get something together, as well as not interfere with all of the Christmas sewing projects. May 6th is VE Day, and it seemed a perfect time to post all of our wonderful completed projects. I'll be making at least one myself. If I can, I'll be making more than one, and I'll be posting photos and videos of that as we go. For more information on the challenge, all the rules and restrictions, more information about rationing, and all the people who will be participating, check in the description box below, as well as like and subscribe to the channel, and you can see more of the challenge and more of the projects that are going to be coming along. I'll also be posting links to some of my research sources and books on rationing and utility clothing in World War II. Who's all the peoples? Say hi to the peoples. Are you the prettiest? Yeah, I'll be done soon. I'm really excited about this project, and I can't wait to see all the lovely projects all of you are going to make. If you want ideas or inspiration, we're going to be posting more about patterns and pattern companies that have vintage patterns available. Until then, I hope everybody stays happy and healthy, stay safe, take care of each other, and we'll see you all soon. Bye! I really should script this. I don't know why I don't script, because I'm lazy. And all of the people who will be What's wrong with me?